Hello friends. So today we are going to cover data structure, difference between different data structures like list, tuple, sets and dictionary, and what all operations we can perform in list and tuple data structures. We will do demo for both the data structure list and tuple. So let's start with data structure. First of all, what is the need of data structure? Till now we learned how to store value in a variable. So we can just store single value, like for example x equal 5, x equal 10. So we can store any data type in a variable, and but only single value we can store in a variable. Like for example, we cannot store x equal 5 comma 6 comma 7. So multiple values cannot be added in a variable. So to store multiple values, we need data structures. So we have four types of data structure: list, tuple, sets and dictionary. So based on their features, we can identify that which data structure required in which situation, right, in which case study. So let's start with list. So we will go through its all the features. Lists are mutable. Mutable means once you assign some values in list, for example, you have assigned 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, these values you assigned in a list. At that time, if you want to edit any particular value, or if you want to do modification in the list, that is feasible in list, right? So that is the reason we are calling it as that lists are mutable. Lists are ordered and indexed. Indexed means you can access any value through index number, right? Because it's completely ordered. Like if some value is at first place, you can access from the index number. Third feature is it allows duplicate values. You can add duplicate values in a list. To define a list, just empty list you can define by using simple blank square brackets, or you can assign single element in a list by just putting that value in square bracket. You can store multiple values of different data types in a list. For example, it can be integer, string, list, tuple, or any types of values, boolean values. So multiple types of values can be stored in one list. So let us go through its demo. By demo, it would be more clear how to define list, how to assign values in a list, and what all operations we can perform in a list. So let's have demo in Jupyter. So now you can create new Jupyter notebook. So in this notebook, you can create a list. Suppose I'm defining a list in square bracket. So this way, so list has been defined. You can print this list. Now how to check that this is really a list? So you can get its type. So this is showing list and its complete list value. You can store all integers in a list this way. Sorry, it should be square bracket. Square bracket means it consider that variable as a list. Similarly, you can have a boolean type, or you can have mix. List mix means mix of all the data types. So you can see here, I have stored three different data types in this: string, number, integer, and boolean. So you can print it. If you want to see length of this list, so you have to just write length. So this way, it's four total length, and list complete all the data types which I have stored here. It has taken that. And if you want to access particular say xy5 true, suppose I want to access 5, so its index number starts from 0, 0, 1, 2. It will, if I print second like index number value, so this way it will print 2. So this is ordered. Mutable means you can edit it. So if you want to edit at particular say I want to edit true with say some string variable. So this means this is mutable, you can edit this, right? And then you can also just suppose you need to access a particular value, particular range of value. Suppose I want to print C list and I want to print range of values, maybe 2 to 4. So 2 to 4 means it will start from 0 1 2, 2 to 4. Or suppose if you say like this 1 to 4, then again it will start from 1, this one, 0 1 2 3, right? So then you can also access last index number. So last index number you can access by writing -1 as index. -1 means last index number. So it will give you last value. And if suppose you want to give range, like start from the beginning till 2 index number, in that case you have to write colon 2. So starts from the beginning, starts from the x and 2 xy, right? And similarly if you want to start from any number till end, so in that case say starts from 2 second index number till end, then it will give you this way, second index number till end. So it has given 5 comma test. So this way we can access values based on the range or based on the uh, like index number. Now suppose in C list I want to add or update values in the range, right? For example, I have suppose this list is having suppose some colors. So these are the colors. Now I want to just add now here from 1 colon 2 1 to 2 range, I would just want to add here black and then print this list. So it will print like this, that from 1 to 2, like at 1 index number it's just putting black, but every character it will take as separate, right? So this way it just replace with the range of numbers. And suppose I want to insert something here at second place, so in that case this list dot insert, I want to insert at 2 number, say so it has just inserted at second number green color, right? And if suppose I want to append at the end, it will print like this, right? And if suppose you have two lists, this list and another list is suppose y list, and in y list I want to have some day names and I want to append this complete list, I want to append here. So in that case this list dot append or sorry, here we should use extend, not append. So extend, and the other list is y list. So this way it has extended list with another list. You can remove some particular value, so you have to just write here this list. Suppose I want to remove some value, I want to remove a. So in that case it will remove a out of this, right? And then if you want to just pop means it will remove last value. So when you use pop, it will automatically remove last value. Number of times you execute pop command, it will remove last value this way. Then then there is another thing, right? um, if suppose I want to remove particular say index number, say I want to remove suppose 3 index number, so in that case it will remove this list, then it has moved this particular number, right? Then there is another way, del is also used. Del is used to remove that particular uh, value out of the string. Suppose I have written here 3, so it will remove that C value. Then if you want to find say you want to just delete the entire list, so in that case you have to just write del this list, and after that its existence would not be there, right? If I suppose write here print this list, then it will show error because that list is not existing. Del completely deletes the list, right? And suppose still one list y list is still available. Suppose I want to clear this list. Clear means you are just removing all the values out of that list. And if you print that, then it will give you empty list. But this remains in the memory. Similarly, suppose I'm taking some other list. Say we have created this 456 number. So print B list. So if suppose you want to sort this list, or maybe it's already sorted. So if suppose I want to reverse this list, B list. So in that case, you have to just write B list dot reverse this way. And if suppose you want to just in B list, suppose I want to write one. I want to write say 14. So these are the numbers. Now suppose I want to sort this. So B list dot sort. So this is used to sort the list, right? And then suppose there is another way to find minimum or maximum of numbers. So you can find it min B list and max B list. Will give you minimum and maximum value. Then you can make copy of a list. Suppose I want to make copy of this list, so I'm just copying it into my list, and I need to just add here same maybe B list. So it creates copy of that list. Or you can also use uh, blist.copy. That can also be used. You can use like this. This is also used to create a copy this way. Then you can join two lists. Maybe you can have two lists. List 1 equals same. So this way you can join two lists, or you can use extend command as well. You can use like this, that um, list 1, suppose in list 1 you want to extend list 1 dot extend list 2, and then then print list 1. This way this can be also used. And then I think these are the different commands which we can use on the list. And then next we can cover tuple. I think we can look into what all features are there for tuple, and then we can do practical for that. So let's understand what is tuple. Next, coming to tuple, tuples are immutable, means whatever values we are assigning we cannot edit later on, right? And these are ordered and indexed. It means suppose we have stored five values in a tuple, and you want to access some particular value, so you can access through index number. So it saves values properly based on their index number. So these are ordered and indexed. Tuple also allows duplicate values. It can store empty values, and to declare to just assign values in tuple, we have to write values within the simple bracket, right? But in list we were assigning values through square bracket. It can store any data type as it was happening in list, like any data type, like for example string, int, boolean, any kind of value you can store in a tuple. And it can be combination of different data types you can store in tuple. So let's look into Jupyter Notebook, how to create tuple and how to assign values into the tuple. Suppose I want to create a tuple. So as in list, we can in tuple as well, we can have multiple data types values. Like for example, I'm storing here string type values. So whatever you store in normal simple brackets, that is taken as a tuple. You can check its data type as well. This is tuple, right? And similarly, you can have values of different data types. So I have created one tuple C tuple wherein stored 3 different values of different data types. This way. So we can have tuple, and to access any value you have to just write index number. So suppose I want to access second value. So it will print 17. Or if you want to access last value, so you have to write index number -1. So index number you have to write in square bracket. This way. So -1 is to get last index number, and similarly you can have range of indexes to get multiple values out of tuple. So as it was happening in list as well. You can have 1 is to 3. So it will print 11 and 17, 1 comma 2. And or suppose if you are not giving first, it will take from the beginning, this way. And if suppose you are not printing last value, so it will take till end, this way. So you can access values through index number. And then similarly you cannot edit any value. For example, if I write B tuple, and at second place you want to write some other value. So this will give you error because in tuple we cannot edit values, right? So because this is immutable. So immutable means we cannot edit any value. You can just so you can just remove any value if you want to. But suppose I want to perform all the list operations on the tuple, which is not feasible if this is kind of tuple. So in that case we have to convert it into the list. So for that you have to just write my list, and suppose I want to convert B tuple into list. So in that case list in bracket you have to write B tuple. So in that case you can just use my list, then you can use remove command, and then you can remove particular value. Say I am removing this is B tuple, so I am removing 11. So in that case this is list. If you convert it into list, then you can perform any operation, but otherwise in tuple you cannot perform any just modifications of operations, like any kind of modification in the tuple is not feasible. So you can do one thing. If suppose you have to join two tuples, so in that case that is feasible. Like for example you have tuple 1 wherein you have stored some values, say string type values. So this is feasible. So this is just like you are printing um, just join of two tuples, and that is feasible. But again if you use del command, suppose I want to delete tuple 1, so that is same operation. If you use del command and if you want to print after that, it will give you error because del command remove tuple from the memory, and as per this tuple 1 is not existing. And for any remove command, you if suppose you want to use remove command, in that case you have to convert it into list only. And if you want to just suppose tuple 2, so on tuple 2 I want to just use reverse. So in that case it will give you error because reverse command does not work on this, because you have to convert it into list first. That is list command only, right? So this way for any kind of modification or any kind of further operation, you have to just convert it into list, and then you can have that operation, and then convert it into back to tuple if you want. So this is the only way, but otherwise we cannot assign value to tuple. Since tuple is immutable, so you cannot append any value. There is no other way to append the value, right? And so if you need to append, then first convert it into list, and then you can use append command. So this is the tuple. And suppose if you want to use if suppose in your use case there is some scenario wherein you need not to edit the values later on after assigning first time, then in that case you should use tuple. Otherwise you can use list in your use cases. So later on we will do some case studies wherein we can see like where to use list and where to use tuple, and it will be more clear. So I think hope this video is helpful for you. In next session we will be covering sets and dictionary, and their demo as well, so that it would be clear to all of you that like how to use different operations on sets and dictionary. So hope this video is helpful for you. Thanks for watching.